this evening, my young friends in the audience. Namaskar. Joy Jay Ahom. It's wonderful to be back in Guwahati, a city that is recognized as the city of Eastern lights. A city that is blessed by the divine force of the mighty Brahmaputra. And as she flows through your state, and as she flows through Guwahati, the energy that she creates in an educational institution based on technology, whether we look at the science of physics, her velocity and her momentum, the science of chemistry, the connections she forges, and the science of biology, the lives that she nurtures. That mighty Brahmaputra connects with each one of you, provides you sustenance, and through that connection, the energy that she provides to each single citizen provides the energy for our nation to move forward in this century. This is a state and a city that is on the one hand blessed by Ma Kamakhya, on the other hand, a land that has been known for the valor of Bir Lachit Borphukan, and on the third, for the wisdom of Mahapurush Shankaradeva. It is a land that has always been the gateway to India's Eastern Renaissance. It has been a bridge that connects our country to 1.88 billion people in Southeast Asia and the BDIN circumference. And it is the epicenter, if I may say so, of India's innovation capabilities. And therefore, in every corner of this state and every corner of the Northeast, you will find a classroom. In every corner, you will find a classroom. It is a region where the forests teach us about sustainability. It is a region where rivers teach us about adaptation. And it is a region where our communities teach us about resilience. And that is the lesson that our northeastern region holds up high, not only for the rest of the 28 states and union territories of India, but I may say that is the lesson that the Northeast region holds for the rest of humanity and the rest of the globe. And therefore today, as Dr. Pegu Sahab said, when I am amongst all of you, and when we are here to talk about in an institution like IIT Guwahati, the new frontiers of technology, the new exponential growth curves that will be. I'm speaking about it in a land that has always known innovation in its bloodstream. Go to the state that I am coming to you from. I have just driven here from Sora. 4.5-hour drive. The land of living root bridges, where Mother Nature has taught all of humanity about sustainability. Go to the state of Nagaland, where not today, but from generations old, the concept of terraced field agriculture was brought about with one notion alone, and that notion was the conservation of water. And from Meghalaya and from Nagaland, when we talk about in our own Arunachal Pradesh, the usage of bamboo that move with the wind to construct houses, to construct every part of our lives. The blueprint of sustainable technology has been engraved in your DNA for many, many centuries. So when we are come here to inaugurate the Northeastern Science and Technology Cluster, we are not here to talk to you about introducing the concept of innovation. We are only here to be able to amplify and to provide that gateway for you all to be able to proliferate the art, the expertise and the capability that is already housed in all of you. As our Minister Dr. Ranoj Peguji said, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has named our seven sisters in Sikkim as the Ashtalakshmi of India. The vibrancy, the diversity, the capability that needs to be unleashed. An area that for 65 years was known to be landlocked. The Prime Minister has changed that paradigm from a landlocked paradigm to a land-linked paradigm, and the Northeast region becomes our bridge to the rest of Southeast Asia, ladies and gentlemen. This concept of act east, act fast, and act first has really unleashed the capability and the potential of our educators. And in the last 11 years, our region has undergone a complete metamorphosis, a transformation. An area that would get only 24,000 crores from Government of India as part of its share and its right of 10% of gross budgetary support, today gets over 1 lakh crore per year, ladies and gentlemen. A region that had only 10,000 kilometers of national highways in 65 years. Today, in 11 years, has added close to 6,500 kilometers, taking it to 16,000 kilometers of national highways. The area that Dr. Pegu talked about in his speech, villages spread far and wide, covering our borders with Myanmar, with Bangladesh, with Bhutan, with Nepal, that were always known to be the last villages of India. The Prime Minister again changed that paradigm and made them the vibrant villages of India, the first villages of India, ladies and gentlemen. And today, connecting those villages, 50,000 crores under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Again, as Dr. Pegu said, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji's dream, executed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, 45,000 kilometers of roads have been laid from village to village to village to village, connecting every human being in the last 11 years. Having been the former Minister of Civil Aviation, and aviation being in my DNA, in 65 years, we had only 9 airports in the Northeast. The state that Dr. Pegu talked about in his speech at great length, Arunachal Pradesh, did not have a single airport. Sikkim did not have a single airport in 65 years. Today, instead of 9 airports, we have 17 airports in the northeastern region. And the state that Dr. Pegu talked about, Arunachal Pradesh, in my last term as Civil Aviation Minister, from 0 airports, under Prime Minister's insistence, today Arunachal Pradesh does not have 1 airport. It has 4 airports, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the level of connectivity we are talking about. Same for railways. 900 kilometers of rail track has been laid. My engineering friends in the audience will understand how difficult that is. The Bhupen Hazarika Bridge, the Bogeybill Bridge, the Sela Tunnel, engineering marvels. Made in India, made by India, made for India, ladies and gentlemen. %96% of the northeastern region villages are today connected by telecom connectivity. And that telecom connectivity brings opportunity. पुराने जमाने में हम लोग केवल फोन पर बात करते थे. आज ये डब्बा, this box, brings you your bank, brings you markets, brings you linkages, brings you economic enterprise and economic opportunity. And the Prime Minister saw this very, very early in his tenure. Today, our own homegrown UPI stack, United Payments Interface, our digital stack, UPI transactions close to 20 crore per month, 20 billion per month, 260 billion per year. $4 trillion are transacted by UPI today within the country. 46% of the world's digital transactions take place in our country, India. Even France, you will be amazed to hear. How many of you have heard of the Eiffel Tower? Raise your hand. How many of you heard of the Eiffel Tower? Come on, raise your hands. How many of you have heard? Okay, we got about 20% of the crowd, right? Engineering marvel, metal girders, metal beams. But today, when you go to the Eiffel Tower, when you want to purchase a ticket, you're not purchasing it on a French platform. The Eiffel Tower today uses UPI to sell it. So India, ladies and gentlemen, has arrived. And in that arrival, the Northeast region plays a very important role. The Northeast region will be the engine of India's growth. ट्रेन की गाड़ी होती है ना, तो ट्रेन का इंजन मेरा उत्तर पूर्व क्षेत्र रहेगा मेरे भाइयों। And therefore today, when I stand before you, when the Prime Minister said that he would like development to reach every home, every citizen, every locale, today, Government of India stands with you, hand in hand, to lead that development push forward. I remember the story of a young teacher from Kokrajhar, a small village in Kokrajhar. She would teach under a tin shed, getting drenched in the monsoon, sweating profusely in the summer months, high humidity. Today, that dream of hundreds of students who would carry their notebooks in plastic packets to protect them from the rain, today those dreams are getting fulfilled when 65 secondary schools for communities are being built at a cost of 455 crores by the Government of India under Prime Minister's blessing. Multiple development projects have been announced here. Roads from Chayagaon to Ukim, bridges from Dhansiri Parghat, industrial estates in Rambapil and Lakhi Bazar, and our next cluster here. IIT Guwahati is that diamond in India's crown that pioneers technology across the board. And today I am humbled and I bow my head in reverence to the intellectual capability that I am sitting amidst at IIT Guwahati. The capability I have seen amongst our students. Some coming out with 6G, new solutions, others medical solutions, some on biodegradable products, some replacement for plastic bags, fully biodegradable. This is innovation in its purest form. And the job of this NEST cluster, the Science and Technology cluster, is to be able to provide those avenues for growth for all of you budding entrepreneurs sitting here in this hall and thousands of you across the streets of the northeastern region that will really get that opportunity to flower through our NEST cluster, which is connected to colleges across the northeastern region. The four verticals that our director talked about. Cutting edge in science and technology today. Whether it's semiconductors and AI, on the Prime Minister's insistence, could you have ever imagined a semiconductor fab being located in Assam? An investment of over 27,000 crores is being placed in Assam due to the vision of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our Chief Minister Hemanta Da, along with the Tata Group within Assam, to provide a new platform for all of us. And therefore this semiconductor and artificial intelligence wing within the NEST cluster will provide that gateway for all of you. The second vertical for grassroots innovation. Stay close to earth, stay close to your soil. Go and find the problem and then find the solution to address that problem. That level of cogitation and cogitation leading to innovation through multiple rounds of iteration will present global solutions emanating from this NEST cluster. The third vertical, biodegradable products. I'm just coming from Nigeria, where I was privileged to see our living root tree buildings. धरती माँ ने हमको बहुत कुछ दिया है, प्रकृति माँ ने हमको बहुत कुछ दिया है. Mother Nature protects us, Mother Nature sustains us, Mother Nature nurtures us. But it is our turn as humans, mere mortals, living in her womb, to nurture her and to protect her in return. And the products that I have seen being produced by our young students, I'm confident, almost like puja archana, जैसे हम भगवान को करते हैं, that is the puja archana of engineering students towards Mother Nature, and I'd like to thank you all and commend you all for all of that. The fourth vertical, the Center of Excellence for Bamboo-based Technologies. I was with Chief Minister Conrad Sangmaji in Meghalaya and Sora last evening. We inaugurated a tourism circuit for about 250 crores in Sora. And I was spellbound when I went onto the stage. And you'll wonder why. The whole stage was built with sustainable products. So my flooring, the housing of these TV monitors, all was made with bamboo. My ceiling was only made of broom leaves. My decoration of flowers was all local lilium flowers. The seating for everyone was made out of bamboo wicker. And that is the path that we have to tread on. Bamboo has a tremendous future. Within our ministry, under the directions of the Prime Minister, we are working on 2 projects. One with Amazon and one with ATP. To look at furthering this bamboo industry. And I'm very confident that our next cluster will look at new innovations through bamboo-based products on an engineering and a technological basis, and will come up with new marvels on sustainability in the days to come. So suffice to say that the Northeast is no longer the periphery of India. You are the pivot for our country. And therefore today, it gives me great pleasure to inaugurate this next cluster in an institution and a temple of learning like IIT Guwahati that is leading the way for the contribution of Assam, and not only Assam, the rest of the Northeast towards the Prime Minister's imperative of Viksit Bharat 2047. And that pivot will be from the Northeast, as I said. Assam truly represents what is said in an Assamese in a phrase, Zobe Zokolere Loi Toka Zomaj. A society that carries everyone together. And therefore today, these development packages are packages of unity. These development packages are a message that every foundation stone that has been laid is a promise that has been kept by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Congratulations to you all, and my reverence to Assam, Joy, Ahom. Thank you.